Hello, dear 8th graders. My name is Lidija Šaravanja, and today's English lesson is about catwalks. I hope that you will enjoy the topic, and I hope that you will understand the texts about modeling that you read and that you listen to. And I also hope that you will understand the difference between present perfect simple and past simple when you talk about the familiar topic and when you write about it. You will be ready for the lesson when you have prepared a notebook and a pencil, a device with internet connection, and a QR code reader. And let's start. What you see in the picture is a catwalk. I would like you to think about what you see. Pause this video, take your notebook and your pencil, and write down the list of words that you would use to describe the picture. If you have written your set of words, let's look at some mine. So this is obviously a fashion show in the picture. The person walking on a catwalk is a model. Another expression for a catwalk is a runway. The clothes this model is wearing is voguish. It means that it is in fashion at a particular time. It means that it is trendy. We can also say that this outfit is splashy. It means that it is covered with patches of bright color. You might find this outfit appealing. That would mean that it is attractive and interesting to you. People who are watching the show are auditorium. And photo shoot is what the photographers do in a fashion show. And all the models in a fashion show are at the spotlight. Do you know that there are many types of models? Can you name some? If you can think of some models, try to write it down into your notebooks. I'm going to show you a list of some model types, but of course there are many more than you will see in this list. Fashion model is usually the person that you see in fashion magazines or in catalogs. Catwalk models have some additional assets. They are very tall and very slim, and they usually take part in fashion shows. You can see child models in commercials about children food, children clothes, toys, etc. Mature models are not so young anymore. They are models who work even after a certain age. Plus-size models are not very slim. They usually wear sizes L or XL, but they can also be very beautiful. Fitness models are people who take good care of their health, of their nutrition, and they work out a lot so that they look healthy and fit. Parts models are people who have beautiful parts of the body. They can be models for hands, for example, feet, ears, etc. You are going to read dialogues about different types of models now, and then you will try to guess what type of a model these two people are talking about. Has Lucy ever been skinny? Yes, she has. She was skinny when I first met her. This is Lucy. Can you guess what type of a model she is? Lucy is a plus-size model. How long have you known my uncle? I've known him for 3 years. I first met him at the fashion show I was shooting in Milan. Can you guess what type of a model her uncle is? He is a mature model. For how long has your sister been so famous? It happened when she started modeling for the Vogue. She has been on most wanted lists ever since. So her sister is obviously a fashion model. Have you reached the measurements required for catwalks? Yes, I have finally. I've always dreamed of walking down a runway. I signed a new contract last week. So, can you guess what type of a model this girl is? She's a catwalk model. Now it is time for you to do something on your own. You can copy the link into your browser, or you can just scan the QR code and do the vocabulary crosswords. You will need to use some of the vocabulary that we have used in this lesson so far. Now I would like you to think about what it takes to be a model. You can pause this video and think about it. Write things that come to your mind. Brainstorm them. If you have your list, your brainstorm list, let's go on. I believe that you can see on the screen some of the words that you wrote down in your brainstorm. Now let's try to match words on the left with words on the right. Take some time and do so. Now let's see together. Slender means slim. Asset is a strong point. Another expression for sample is example. To flow means to hang loosely. A frame is a bar for hanging clothes. A drape, means to hang over. And another word for mannequin is a model. I would like you to copy these words and to write them down into your notebooks. In this video, you will find out what it is like to be a model. To understand the video better, you need to understand some of the words and expressions that were previously mentioned. Do you think that being a model is all glamorous? Or maybe there is a different side to the story? Let's watch.
The main quality to become a model is the looks. He or she should be tall, slender, attractive or good looking. They should have perfect skin, good teeth, healthy and well-cut hair. These are the assets for those looking forward for a modeling career. Moreover, one should be photogenic. Being photogenic is one of the most important qualities for a model. Many designers believe their clothing looks better on skinnier models, so they send samples for catwalks and photo sessions that can only be worn by women who fit into a small size. When showing off their newest fashions, designers obviously want their outfits to look as beautiful as possible. In order for that to happen, the clothes need to flow, which happens naturally when they are placed on a tall, skinny frame. That is why most models come in such a small size. When the clothes are draped over a small frame in a store window, they look more appealing. With this in mind, the industry wants models who are mannequin-sized, which is not a healthy size for an actual human being.
Now that you have seen the video, you will be given a set of statements and you have to decide whether they are true or false. You can write T for true sentences and F for false sentences. It means that you do not need to copy them into your notebooks. You can just write either T or F for each sentence. The first sentence says, the main quality to become a model is perfect skin. If it is true, write a T. If it is false, write an F. Later, we will check it together. Being photogenic is one of the most important qualities for a model. Write a T or an F. Many designers prefer their clothes on plus-size models. T or F. Designers believe that clothes need to flow in order to look more beautiful. True or false? Mannequin size is not a healthy size for an actual human being. True or false? Now let's check it together. The main quality to become a model is perfect skin. It is false. The text says that the main quality to become a model is a good looks. Being photogenic is one of the most important qualities for a model. It is true. Many designers prefer their clothes on plus-size models. It is false. They prefer their clothes on small-size models. Designers believe that clothes need to flow in order to look more beautiful. True. Mannequin size is not a healthy size for an actual human being. True. Unfortunately, but true. If you copy the link that you see on your screen or scan the QR code, you will do the activity that will prepare you for the following activity. So you will have to match the expressions and get familiar with some new vocabulary. You will now read fashion news from 2006. The previous activity will help you understand some of the expressions that you will see bolded in the text. You can now read the text yourselves and pause the video if you need more time to do so. If you are still not sure about the bolded words, you can copy them into your notebooks and translate them. Let's go on to check how well you understood the text. Answer the questions. Let's look at the questions now. You can copy these 6 questions into your notebooks and think about them. Pay attention to tenses, especially to the present perfect simple and past simple tense. If you have copied the questions, let's go together through the answers. Number 1. Who has decided to take a stand against all wave thin models? The Spanish fashion industry has decided to take a stand against all wave thin models. What did medical associations and women's rights groups complain about? They complained about excessively thin models. What has the Association of Fashion Designers agreed on? They have agreed to use a calculation known as BMI. What is BMI? BMI is the body mass index, a calculation based on weight and height. When did the Association of Fashion Designers start turning away unhealthily skinny models? They started doing so in 2006. How will this decision affect teenage world? Teenagers will eventually have a more positive, healthy image of beauty to follow. Now, let's look at the usage of present perfect simple and past simple. If we know when the action happened, do we use present perfect simple or past simple? Think about it. When we know when the action happened, we used past simple. For example, I met her last year. When we know for how long something was in progress, what do we use? In that case, we use present perfect simple. For example, we have known each other for a year or since last year. When exact time is not relevant, we use present perfect simple. For example, I have reached the measurements required for catwalks. When we talk about details, we use past simple. For example, I signed a new contract a week ago. When we talk about experience, and exact time is again not relevant, we use present perfect simple. Like in this sentence, we have seen 2 fashion shows so far. If you think it is necessary and it will help you understand the difference in usage between present perfect simple and past simple, you can copy this table into your notebook. It is time for a little self-check now. You can copy the link or scan the QR code to see how well you understand the difference in usage between past simple or present perfect simple. Now it is time for your homework. Your task is to write an interview with a model. Your questions should include the following words and expressions: reason, modeling type, how long, BMI, turn away, take a stand, appealing, asset. After you have written down the questions, you will give the answers which you believe a model would give. And you can show your homework to your teacher. And now that we have reached the end of the lesson, it is time for a little self-assessment. You will be drawing little stars for each of the statements. The first statement is, I can listen to a text about fashion and understand it. The second one, I can read a text about fashion industry and understand it. And the third one, I know when to use present perfect and when to use past simple. I hope that you have a lot of stars in your notebook and that you are happy with today's lesson and how you managed it. Until the next time, goodbye.